Hello there, my name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Amiga electronic cigarette, which I purchased from ivapor-elixir.co.uk. Okay, so let's go straight ahead and show it in a bit more detail. Okay, so when I purchased the Amiga, literally all I bought was the body. I didn't buy any extra sort of batteries or atomizers or anything like that, so I've already got all that. But included with the Amiga, they also send you out a like a crushed velvet effect bag to sort of keep it in. You get an Allen key, which I'll explain in a bit. And you also get like a bag of what looks like gunk, but I think it's actually stuff called it's like a joint compound. And you use that on the threads of the Amiga to make sure that everything sort of keeps on there screwing together nicely. Okay, so the actual Amiga is pretty much made up of two parts. You've got like the main body here, and you've got the switch section. And on the switch section, it actually has a 510 atomizer, and it all looks really exceptionally well made there. It's really nice, really nicely put together. And the switch works by literally just sort of pushing it down. Very simple design. You've got three Allen keys here, or three Allen screws, should I say. And the only they're not sort of used for anything apart from taking the switch apart, just so you can sort of clean it basically. But the way the switch is designed, I don't think you're ever going to really need to actually do it. I can't see a lot of dirt getting in there. This all looks very nicely sealed around the edge there, around the end, should I say. So to put it together, you literally just got to get your battery. Put in the negative end first, and this is a 18650 2400 milliamp hour battery. That just pops in there. Then you put the switch section on top, screw that together. Then you just get your atomizer, and then that just screws into the top there. So overall, it's an exceptionally nice looking device. I'm probably not doing it much justice now. Where I'm under the hot lights here, I'm getting a lot of finger marks and fingerprints all over it. But you know, it does polish up a treat. I know some people reading on the forums have had problems with the actual finish or tarnishing. Now I've had this for about a week and a half now, and I've not noticed anything on my one yet actually. So maybe I'm sort of being quite lucky with it. But you can get these things called Cape Cod cloths, and that will buff it up absolutely blinging. It will look lovely afterwards. So like I said, to activate, you just got to press it down like that, and you can hear the atomizer sizzling away there. Really nicely made, nice solid feel to it. On the bottom there, you've got the word Amiga. Is that the right way up for you? No, that's the right way up for you. And yeah, it's just a very nice solid device. Let's go and see what it vapes like. Okay, so that is the Amiga. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show what it vapes like. Now I'm just going to be using a regular 510 atomizer and a drip tip. So I'm just going to be direct dripping rather than sort of using a cartridge. And I'm going to be using some, again from iVapor Elixir, the MLB flavoured e-liquid, which is a VG and PG mix, and it's the 18mg strength. Excuse me. I've already drained the atomizer, so I'm just going to add about sort of 3 or 4 drops to it. As you can see, now produces a really nice amount of vapour. Obviously, it didn't come with any cartridges or anything like that. Literally, all I got was the body on its own. I had all the other batteries and chargers and atomizers and everything else. So I can't actually sort of say or comment on the flavour of the cartridge because, well, there weren't any. But me personally, I find that the 510 atomizers are the best. And obviously, it all comes down to sort of individuals really, because I know a lot of people prefer 901s. Other people prefer 801s, but for me personally, I really do like the 510 atomizers. I think they're great for obviously vapour, and also I think they're very good at bringing out the flavour of e-liquids too. And the throw hit, get a really nice strong throw hit out of it. I like to do a mouth inhale. You take the vapour into your mouth, breathe it down into your lungs, that gives you that sort of kick in the back of your throat. And I'm using the 18 milligrams strength, which is what I normally vape, and like 18 milligrams, it's not too high and it's not too low. And I personally find that the stronger or the higher the nicotine content of the e-liquid, the stronger and the harsher the throat hit. So at 18 milligrams strength, I'm getting a really nice thump there. Just got another couple of drops and just start feeling that little taste coming to it, or taste running out, should I say. Okay, the battery life on it, well, it's superb. It takes the 18650 battery, and this is I've got a 2400 milliamp hour battery in there. Now it takes forever to charge. It takes about sort of 8 hours to fully charge a battery from dead till full. But that fully charged battery is lasting me well over 2 days. Like this actual battery here that what I'm using at the moment, there's probably about a day and a half I've been using it since I last charged it. Probably should have sort of freshly charged it before doing the review, but I'm pretty, like I said, I'm confident that even though I've already used it for a day and a half, I know I've got plenty of sort of vaping time left in that properly. Now, if you're, when I use electronic cigarette, I try and treat it like a real cigarette. In other words, every time I get a craving, I'll pick it up, take 10 to 15 drags, and then put it down again until I next get another craving. And for me, it's lasting for ages. I could probably get well over 2 days, but I seem to be sort of just charging up after 2 days anyway. But if you're a really heavy vapor, you're going to be sitting there caning it and vaping all day long, then you're not going to get quite as long as that one, I thought. But even if you're really smashing the life out of the battery, I think you'd be very hard pressed to get like a less than a full day out of it. If you're a vapor who uses a 2400 milliamp hour battery in a full day, then you probably need to declare yourself as a bit of a vaporholic, because that's take some doing to run out a 2400 milliamp hour battery in a day. The switch on it, it's got a really strong throat in it for some reason. The switch on it is it's very good actually. I didn't think I'd like it too much, to be quite honest. I did try one at I met up with a load of guys off the sort of various forums a little while ago. I only had a little sort of couple of sort of tokes on one of their Amigas, and I liked it. I wasn't sort of blown away by it, but the more I've used this, the more I really like it. And the actual action of the switch is really good. It's nice and responsive. Obviously you can sort of hold it out and push it down, or you put your thumb on the top of it. I've got no sort of real sort of preference how I do it. It just depends on how I'm holding it. But it works extremely well. Now obviously there's no sort of main on-off switch to the device, so I suppose if it is in your pocket, there is that sort of like chance of you sort of activating it. So I probably would recommend that you disconnect the atomizer. But because it is a push down one, and obviously you can press against it and you're not going to activate it, but there is that slight chance that you could activate it somehow if it was in your pocket. But overall though, the actual switch performance, I think it's excellent. But in summary, it's a great device. It's extremely well made. It looks great. Feels really nice in the hand. It's got a really nice weight to it as well. I'd say it's quite a sort of a heavyish sort of mod. Good switch on it. Great vapor on it. Obviously, I'm using a regular 510 atomizer, but obviously because you're using that sort of big milliamp hour battery, you can use the low resistance atomizers on there as well. Get on to the scores then for the looks. I think it looks great. I'll give that a 9 out of 10. For the vapor production, you're getting really good amount of vapor there, so I'll give that an 8 out of 10. Throat heat, you're getting a really good throat heat, so it's another 8 out of 10. For the battery life, it's got to be 11 out of 10. Well, it's got to be a 10 out of 10. The battery life is excellent. If I can make an e-cig last me longer than 2 days, then that's top marks. For the switch performance, I'm going to give the switch a 9 out of 10, because I do actually sort of, the more I use it, the more I really like it. But there is that slight chance that it could sort of activate. I suppose if you had it in your pocket or something. But overall, it's a great device. If you fancy getting yourself one, go along to ivapor-elixir.co.uk. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Also, come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers, guys. Happy vaping. See you later.